John Quincy Adams was born in Braintree, Massachusetts on July 11, 1767. He entered a world shaped by his father John Adams, a fiery lawyer and future president. Growing up during the American Revolution, young John Quincy witnessed the birth of a nation. His mother, Abigail Adams, instilled in him a love of learning and a strong moral compass. At 14, he accompanied his father to France, exposing him to European culture and politics. Returning to America, John Quincy Adams attended Harvard College, graduating in 1787. These experiences shaped his character and set him on a course to become a consequential figure in American history. John Quincy Adams's diplomatic career began early. President Washington appointed him as the United States Minister to the Netherlands in 1794. He was only 27 years old. The Netherlands was a crucial post, caught in the cross-currents of European power struggles. Adams proved to be a skilled diplomat, deftly navigating the complexities of European politics. His dispatches to the State Department were insightful and well-reasoned, earning him respect. In 1797, Adams was appointed minister to Prussia, where he negotiated a treaty of amity and commerce. This treaty strengthened ties between the two nations and demonstrated Adams's growing expertise in international affairs. His early diplomatic missions honed his skills as a negotiator and deepened his understanding of international relations. These experiences would prove essential as he took on even greater responsibilities in the service of his country. John Quincy Adams returned to the United States in 1801. He served in the Massachusetts State Senate and later as a U.S. Senator. In 1814 he was appointed as one of the commissioners to negotiate a peace treaty with Great Britain, ending the War of 1812. The negotiations in Ghent, Belgium were long and arduous, but Adams played a pivotal role in securing a favorable outcome. The Treaty of Ghent, signed in December 1814, restored pre-war boundaries and improved relations between the two nations. After the War of 1812, Adams served as Secretary of State under President James Monroe. One of his most notable achievements was his contribution to the Monroe Doctrine, articulated by President Monroe in 1823. This doctrine declared that the Americas were no longer open to European colonization, establishing the United States as the dominant power in the Western Hemisphere. John Quincy Adams played a key role in drafting and promoting the doctrine, believing it was essential for the security and interests of the United States. The Monroe Doctrine became a cornerstone of American foreign policy for generations. Section 4. A contested presidency. The election of 1824 and its aftermath. In 1824, John Quincy Adams was a candidate for President of the United States. The election proved to be one of the most controversial in American history. No candidate won a majority of the electoral votes, and the election was decided in the House of Representatives. Henry Clay, the Speaker of the House, used his influence to secure the presidency for Adams. Adams's opponents, particularly Andrew Jackson, accused him of striking a corrupt bargain with Clay. Despite the controversy, John Quincy Adams entered the presidency with a clear vision for the nation. He believed in a strong federal government that could promote economic development, education, and scientific advancement. However, Adams's presidency was plagued by political opposition. His opponents, led by Andrew Jackson, formed the Democratic Party and sought to undermine his administration. The political climate in Washington was poisoned by partisanship, making it difficult for Adams to advance his legislative agenda. Despite these challenges, Adams remained committed to his vision for the nation. Section 5. A turbulent term. Adams's policies and challenges. Despite the challenges he faced, John Quincy Adams sought to govern effectively during his presidency. He championed a program of internal improvements, including the construction of roads, canals, and other infrastructure projects. Adams also supported the establishment of a national university and the expansion of scientific research. However, his vision for a strong federal government clashed with the prevailing political winds of the time. Many Americans, particularly in the South and West, favored a more limited role for the federal government. Adams's presidency was marked by significant events, including the signing of the Treaty of Washington with Great Britain, and the passage of the Tariff of 1828. The Tariff of 1828, while intended to protect American industry, proved deeply unpopular in the South. The political battles of Adams's presidency took a toll, and he lost his bid for re-election in 1828 to Andrew Jackson. Although disappointed by his defeat, John Quincy Adams continued to serve his country, being elected to the House of Representatives in 1830. John Quincy Adams's post-presidency was marked by his unwavering opposition to slavery. In Congress, he became a vocal advocate for the abolition of slavery, using his platform to denounce its evils. One of the most dramatic episodes of his career involved the Amistad case. In 1839, a group of African slaves who had been illegally transported from Sierra Leone to Cuba revolted on board the Spanish schooner Amistad. The Amistad case became a legal and political lightning rod, with the Spanish government demanding the return of the slaves. John Quincy Adams, though in his 70s, agreed to represent the Amistad captives before the Supreme Court. In a powerful argument, Adams argued that the captives were free men who had been illegally enslaved. The Supreme Court, in a landmark decision, ruled in favor of the Amistad captives, setting them free. This case cemented Adams's legacy as a champion of freedom and human dignity. John Quincy Adams died on February 23, 1848, in the United States Capitol building, where he had collapsed 2 days earlier after suffering a stroke on the House floor. He dedicated his life to public service, leaving a legacy of integrity, intellect, and commitment to principle. His contributions to diplomacy, foreign policy, and the fight against slavery marked the nation's history. Adams's presidency, though challenging, showed his commitment to a strong federal government. His work as Secretary of State shaped American foreign policy. His advocacy for education, science, and internal improvements reflected his belief in government power. His defense of the Amistad captives and efforts to abolish slavery cemented his place as a champion of freedom. John Quincy Adams, though overshadowed by his father, carved his own unique place in American history.